Good morning, beloveds. There's a bit of a glare on the screen, so hopefully it's not on it's just on my screen. This book is enormous. Okay, it's hot out there. Drink plenty of water. We actually did take the water bottle with us today, just because. And as you can see, I'm in the vehicle, so if the phone takes a tumble, just give me a minute. Yeah. I set myself up for that one, didn't I? I don't know about this today. It's sitting weird. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. But it is August 5th. Our title is Who Am I? Our author is Mildred Mann. How to Find Your Real Self from 1952. God created each one of us a special enterprise. And God endowed us with a mind. Spirit gave us self-consciousness. It's capital S, by the way. No other species on the face of this planet has that. You know who you are. You may not know all of who you are, because no one does. But you do know, I am so-and-so. You do have the power of original thought. You can form a concept. You can carry it out. There is an interesting test you can try for yourself that is very revealing. Ask yourself, who am I? Then watch the first 3 replies that come into your mind. You will inevitably find that your answers will include, I am a salesman, or I am a housewife. But you are not that. That is your field of activity. That is not what you are. This is a simple way of learning just what you think about you. You have self, capital S, consciousness. You have the kind of mind that recognizes its own identity. You have free will. You have the potentiality and the possibility of developing that mind. You are not a slave. You do not have to live at the beck and call of every peril that seems to lurk in the outer world. You are supposed to live as a child of God. A child of God, a co-creator with God. That is the essence of being, which is instilled in every human soul. You are not here to live a possible 60 or 70 years, and for the most part of it, to go through hell. You are here to create something in your life that only you can do for yourself. Each of us offers God a slightly different, unique experience as we begin to find ourselves and proceed to build our lives in accordance with the divine plan. That is why there are no 2 people exactly alike in the world. Not even identical twins are completely identical. No one else can do it in exactly the same way. You are a special enterprise on the part of God. You are a special enterprise on the part of God. I did a talk one time, and I titled it, Who Are You? And I believe that was actually even in my final ministerial homiletics class. I did one titled, Who Are You? And that's exactly what I asked. Because we get caught up in the labels. We absolutely get caught up in the labels. And we forget that we are so much more than our labels. You know, we go well beyond our labels. And we have a tendency to want to put ourselves and each other in boxes. It's like, okay, if I can put you in this box, I know how to deal with you. And even, honestly, even child of God is a box. It's just a much bigger box. It's a much bigger box. And by calling us an enterprise of God, I thought that was very interesting. And I've heard Reverend Jesse say that part of, because I've heard it's like your life is a gift from God. What you do with your life is your gift back to God. Where is it? And I lost it. I was all excited about it. Now I can't find it. You are supposed to live as a child of God. You are here to create something in your life that there it is. You are here to create something in your life that only you can do for yourself. Each of us offers God a slightly different, unique experience as we begin to find ourselves and proceed to build our lives in accordance with the divine plan. Okay, so if we could be said to have a purpose, that is our purpose. It's to have experiences. It is to have experiences that God couldn't have without us. You know you're in an older car when it starts to make noises like that. Not that my car is old. It's only a 2016. Okay, so you are here. The only true purpose, like what people get kind of caught up in the purpose thing. They're like, oh, I have this grand purpose, or oh, I have no purpose. Yeah, you do. The only purpose that God gave you is to come here and have experiences. Anything after that, you get to decide the purpose. Now, I know that opens up the field of possibilities, and that's terrifying. I was a gifted child. I know. They said, you could be anything. And then they gave me no guidance into, well, yeah, that's not a helpful question. If I can be anything, ask me what I like. Ask me what I like. Tell me to, and that's where Joseph Campbell's amazing. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. What is it that you are passionate about? And do that. Find a way to do that. And that, because whatever purpose you have, and she said it here, you and I are here to live. I love that she says 60 or 70 years, and we could live 80 or 90 years. Even, I've got a coworker whose mother is 102. My great grandmother, Mama Brown, made it to 99. So, but we're not here to go through hell. We are not here to be at the beck and call of every peril that we might come across. We are here to live as children of God. We are here to live as Jesus did. We are here to live that Christ consciousness. What we do with our lives, that's our gift back to God. So I think it's interesting that she put that exercise in there. Ask yourself who you are. Write down all of your labels, because when Science of Mind asks you who you are, we're not looking for the labels. We're not looking for the labels. When God asks you who you are, God's not looking for the labels. The labels tell you your activity. They tell you your activity. They tell you your relationships, but they don't tell you who you are. Even as I said, child of God, it's still a box. It's still a label. It's just a much bigger box. It's a much bigger label. It's much more expansive. So who are you? Who am I? And honestly, the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is exactly that. To ask ourselves who we are, to sort out those labels. And maybe what we might find is there's a couple of labels in there that we're ready to let go of. And maybe some new activities we want to pick up. When I wrote my eulogy 100 years ago, actually it was 2009, when I wrote my eulogy for Prac 1, I wanted to be a gardener. I didn't realize I'd wanted to be a gardener until I wrote that eulogy, and I went, oh, okay. I now have 6 or 7 pots. Not flowers. I'm not real good with flowers, but I have 2 ivies. I have 2 Sansevieruses, and I have 3 pots of, maybe it's 8. I have 3 pots of aloe, and which really needs to be spread out into either bigger pots or even more pots, and then 1 spinach plant that I have been successfully keeping alive for a couple of years. So, there I am. So is my purpose to be a gardener? No. Is it something I enjoy? Yes. Is it part of who I am? Yes. Is it the total of who I am? No. Whatever labels you put on yourself, that's not the total of who you are. So, the mission today, should you choose to accept it, explore who you are. Honestly, it's the same mission I give you every day. This one's just a little more explicit. Know the truth of your being. Explore the truth of your being. Okay. I guess since my car is insisting on making that awful noise, and I know it has to do with the AC. I'm going to give it one good thumb and see if that helps. Nope. All right. You got your mission for the day. Second mission is to do something loving for yourself, something kind for yourself, something compassionate for yourself. Spiritual practice of self-care. I make no bones about it. I don't, that's what I'm talking about. Self-care. And it's as simple as taking a deep breath before you walk, before you speak. You speak to yourself more than you will anybody else. So you definitely want to be aware of how you're speaking to yourself. That's part of that. Who am I? If you come up with some labels that aren't very nice, maybe you want to look into that. Take a walk, take a nap, take a break. Go to a different park and go for a walk. We took the water with us on the walk today because it was just, you could see the sweat. I'm sitting in the car in the air conditioning and I am sweating. Eat dessert first. And remember that when I say that, what I mean is, your life is a special occasion. Don't save the good stuff. Wear the nice clothes. Eat the good food. Use the fine china and the silverware and glassware and all of that. Say yes to something that pushes you a little out of your comfort zone. Say no to something that is just draining you. And make room for joy. Whatever else is going on in your life, joy is a quality of God, therefore joy is a quality of you. Please make room in your life for joy. Yeah. Okay. I'm just really struggling with the camera today. I'm sorry. Okay. The rest of the suggestions are the usual. Do something to engage your mind and your body today, whatever that looks like for you. Drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. We took a 24-ounce bottle and between the two of us pretty much cleared it. So I have another 18 to go and then I'll go home and drink more. Please get that early in your day bright light. I did get plenty of sunlight. Yeah. It's that between 7 and 9 in the morning, and I'm talking 5 or 10 minutes. That's all you need to help with that circadian rhythm. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. I'm talking about basic self-care. And if you get up before the sun, artificial light does work. Okay. If you really need the extra support, you can Google seasonal affect disorder lamps. And 5-10 minutes. All right. And then the last one is my Ernest Holmes quote. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. As Mildred said, we are not here to live in hell. And part of that is knowing who we are. And the other part of that is recognizing that heaven is a mindset. It is a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness. And once we learn to create that for ourselves, we will move through the world differently. We will absolutely walk differently and speak differently and do things differently. And we will be more likely to be able to pull people into our peace, into our joy, than we will get pulled into their storms. And when we recognize that it's all God and God is all around us, then we realize that heaven isn't a place we have to get to. It's a place where it can be any place we are. That's what I'm trying to say. It can be any place we are. All right. I'm hot. I think I'm going to go inside. I am going to remind you that we are... Oh, Emma. Look for the good and praise it. Look for the good and praise it. Yep. I made the mileage that I wanted to, so that's my good to praise today. Or I got the whole part of the part done that I wanted to. So I didn't give up and turn around. So look for the good and praise it. Emma is right. Gratitude will get you absolutely everywhere. Okay. It was hot. All right, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I encourage you to look at the YouTube. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. If you want to know what's going on in the center, email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the Constant Contact. Check out all of the social medias. There is a link in the Constant Contact to the Soul Session playlist, which is one of my favorite playlists on there. And I'm at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, fantastic day, magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a drink plenty of water day, a stay cool day, a find out who you are day, a look at your labels day, a remember you are a child of God day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved child of God. You are a divine spark, a brilliant light. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are godly. All right. Take care of yourself. Oh, yeah. Yep. Take care of yourself. All right. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. We will have an amazing service for you around 11 a.m. tomorrow. It's tomorrow is Sunday. If you're in 2003 and it's Saturday. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.